Now back to Inside Real Estate. Here's Mike the Realtor.
Hey folks, we are back. InsideRealEstateRadio.com is the website. Time to do a little inside real estate and mortgage talk. We got Terri Wagner right here from Supreme Lending Rockwall. Her website, TerriWagner.com, TerriWagner.com. And of course, you can go right there and apply for your loan right there. And then you can get in touch with Terri and she can take care of you.
Send me messages. I'll answer questions. You don't have to apply right away. A lot of people like to just have a conversation, and that's okay. Mm-hmm. We can certainly do that. But yes, you can actually apply right there online.
Yes, you can.
If you'd like.
Absolutely.
We'll get started.
Well, what's going on in mortgage today?
And we might even, when you make an application, we might even talk about a mortgage credit certificate, better known as an MCC. We've talked about this before, but not for a while, so I thought I'd bring it back up again.
Very good.
A mortgage credit certificate is just that. It's a certificate that you can use after you close on your home loan to turn. Actually, I found out there's two different ways you can do this, but the most common is you take this certificate to your HR person at your company, and you actually reduce the taxes that you pay, the federal taxes that you pay, to realize a higher income or a higher net income to you each paycheck.
Okay.
So the maximum that you can get is $2,000 a year, or $166.67 a month. So what we're using that for a lot lately is, there's no housing available for folks in the lower price range.
Right.
100 to 150, there's just nothing out there available for these guys to buy. And if that's what they qualify for, there's nothing. So we're applying these MCCs that actually allow them to qualify for a little bit more in a house payment, and it kind of opens up some more listings for them to go look at.
Yeah, increase that price range a little bit.
Right. So we've used that a couple of times this past week. So I thought that's a good thing to talk about. Let's see if we can get some more people on board with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So an MCC is, again, up to $2,000 a year credit that you get. Now, again, let's go back for a second. You can apply for it just once a year when you do your federal or your tax returns. You can do it that way, or you can do it the monthly way and turn it into your HR person. This is something that you can only use owner-occupied, primary residency, and you have to be a first-time home buyer. What's first-time home buyer?
Well, it depends on the program.
Good answer, Mike. Good
That's
answer.
right.
But typically it is if you haven't owned a home in the last 3 years. You're considered a first-time home buyer. Even if you owned one 10 years ago and you sold it and you've been renting and now you want to try to buy again, you're a first-time home buyer. It's only on a purchase. We cannot put this on a refi, so it's only on a purchase. First-time home buyer, you have to take the education that they set forth for us, because they want to make sure that you know what it is that you're signing up for. There is a small fee that's added to your closing costs of $500, but your first year you're still netting $1,500 to the better. And then this is something that continues as you stay in that house. So it's not just for the first year that you're going to get this tax credit. You would get it each year thereafter, but it's going to be adjusted based on your principal amount owed.
Okay. So does it last for the lifetime of the loan?
It does, as long as you stay in that house. It lasts for the lifetime of the loan, and it will go off of your principal balance. And there's a formula that they use based on your interest rate, and it's a 40% tax credit. Okay? Now, there is a recapture tax if you utilize this program. So if you have the MCC and all of these apply, you sell your home within the first 9 years after closing. There's a profit made on that home, and your income increases by 5% or more each year. Then there's a recapture tax, and there's a calculation that they determine. So you may have additional monies added to your payoff is
Right.
what that would
At
equate
closing,
to.
yeah.
Right. We talked about the $500 fee. And again, a lot of times what we use this for too is if we want to better the debt ratio. Like if you're already on a home and something's come up, you forgot to tell us you paid child support or something along those lines, we can add the mortgage credit certificate onto the program that will lower your debt ratio. Mm-hmm. So we can use it in that way. We can also combine it with our down payment assistance programs that we use. And we've talked about those before too. You've got the T-Shack and we've got Seth, and TDHCA is a little different than the other two in the fact that it does have to be repaid. T-Shack and Seth do not have to be repaid, but we can combine the MCC with any of those three down payment assistance programs.
And it might depend on, everybody's situation as to which program is going to work best for them.
Right. We can combine it with like when you're I lost my train of thought. So you can use an MCC no matter what your credit score is. So let's say you don't qualify for the down payment assistance because your credit score is below a 640. There is no credit score requirement when it comes to MCC. There is an income requirement because it's designed to assist the low income borrowers. So we can use that if you're low income, we can use the MCC. So we have to look at that, just like we have to look at it when we're using the down payment assistance.
Okay.
Well,
a lot of great programs, for the folks that, are first-time buyers legitimately, and it's your first house ever, or, you fall into that criteria of being what is considered a first-time buyer at this point. So a lot of programs that can get you in zero down. And then, of course, when we're in such a tough market like we are right now.
We are in a tough market.
A lot of folks, it used to be people come to us all the time, $150,000, $160,000, $170,000 house. That's what they want. And that's what they can qualify for.
Right.
Well, that house is rapidly not existing anymore.
Right.
Particularly here in the DFW area. So, we need to either bump you up. We need to maybe look at your finances a little bit more. What do you need to get rid of? What debt you need to get rid of to be in a position to increase your level. Plus, look at the MCC.
Right. We've used this a couple of times this week for just that exact situation. They've been looking for a house for 6 months in this price range. There's nothing there. Yeah. Every time they make a bid on something, they lose out to someone else, usually an investor.
Right.
And because it's a cash deal and we don't have a cash deal, we've got to go 30 days for closing. So you're going to lose out in that price range. So we can bump it up just a little bit, and miraculously we're able to find a home in that. It just bumping it up $20,000, $30,000 in your price range can make a huge difference.
Yeah, it does. The number of properties open up, and then also, honestly, the number of buyers, starts to go down a little bit.
Right.
So the number of listings come up. It's the good, it's the good numbers that you're looking for.
Right.
Puts things a little bit more in your favor. So maybe you're not in a multiple offer situation, or at least you can be, a
little more competitive.
Absolutely.
And not every lender is going to offer this MCC.
Or even know what it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So even if you've been pre-qualified with someone else and they don't offer this program, come on over to the bright side. Come on over to Supreme Lending.
That's right.
And we can utilize this program to help you get into a home, hopefully soon.
Yeah.
And we'll probably switch over to Mike. No, just kidding. But we'll try.
Well, they might need to. Yeah.
They may need to.
They
very well may need to. Absolutely.
Yeah. Because, we do care, and not that other people out there don't care. It's just they might not necessarily care as much, and they may not have the knowledge and experience to care in the way that we can care.
Well, and, and I heard this a couple of times this week, too, where I get the comments, Terri, you really, it feels like you care about what I'm going through here because you've stuck with me for 6-9 months. There's not a whole lot of mortgage loan officers that are going to call you 6 months later and say, hey, are you still looking for a house?
Yeah.
What can I do to help? Let's look at this avenue. Let's look at this program. Let's figure out a way to change this box that you're in because it's not working.
Right.
So let's figure something else out.
Yeah. I mean, in fact, somebody that we had been on the same file with for a while, and I think it's probably been a year and a half now, maybe even 2, I'm not sure, but because she's re-signed at least a few times. A few times.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Latest from her is like she's thinking early 2017. She's wanting to work on something, But that's just a good example of we're still in touch,
right?
And we're still caring, and she's got things going on in her life and working on things, but as everybody does, but we're here when you're ready.
And I like working, with these people like that because that they're good. They're just good people.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the kind of people that I like working with, even if it takes us a little longer for us to get them in a house.
Yeah. Well, it's always, more fulfilling to kind of help somebody that's, they think they're not going to be able to get into a home, and it is that magic of home ownership that we do like to see, for just, the average person, and it's not to say that we don't do business with, the luxury clients on a regular basis. We do that, and that's fulfilling as well.
Right.
But they know what they want, and it's just an easier situation all around for the most part. Not that it's not fun going to find that house that's, that 8,000 square foot house and it's, et cetera, but, really impacting on someone's life and helping them when they thought they weren't going to be able to own a home. I think that really makes a big difference in our lives, helping them do that. And I think for people listening out there, if they can hear that honesty that, we really do enjoy doing that, and so maybe they'll think about giving us a call.
I hope so.
Letting us earn their business.
Because I do like working with folks like that. You remember them for years and years.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I even put them on my Facebook page and follow them.
There you go.
I love doing that.
And you're going to invite them to Thanksgiving
dinner. That's right. Although
maybe.
Yeah, probably not.
No, all right. Maybe not.
I'll meet them for lunch, though.
There you go. Folks, another good segment, Talking Mortgage with Terri. Hey, her website's terriwagner.com, terriwagner.com. You can get all the information you need there, but then just give her a call because she's fun to talk to. You're going to have a blast with her. It's not going to be, so boring just getting a mortgage. Not only does she know all the good stuff she needs to know, but she's fun to talk to. You'll have a blast working with her, and highly recommend it. terriwagner.com is the website. And, hey, folks, come on back in a few.